What up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll have another pomade review, which I'm pretty excited about. It's a new product from Suavecito, which is Suavecito Premium Blends Matte Pomade. We do get the same container, nothing really different on that, except the letters are green now. We did review their first product out of the Premium Blends line recently, and overall, I did like the Premium Blends pomade. I wanted another product. It did keep me wanting for something else on that line that gave it a little bit more oomph. Now, is the new Suavecito matte pomade what I was expecting or what I was hoping for? Well, let's get right into it. I already did do a close-up to the container itself since it hasn't changed at all. We're not going to do that again this time around, but if you did want to see that, I'll put a link so you can take a look at that video and you can see my thoughts on the actual branding and container itself. Now, I don't know if I should start rating the packaging for products, but this would get, 10 out of 10. It does give you a sturdy container, which we know is important because some companies will take shortcuts on that and give you a really thin tin or aluminum container, which will end up denting or bending. And then when you try to close the product up, now you have air pockets going into it and it goes bad. Or in another case, I also had one that the lid completely shut and I couldn't get the pomade out. Last time, I didn't really understand the purpose behind a boxing other than more exposition about the product. Now they've come up with a second product under this line, and now it makes sense. Now we have a very simple way of recognizing which product you're using by the color of the box. Now, let's go ahead and start applying this product and try to go over the consistency. Now, you can see the consistency on here, and it's very easy to take out of the container. It's very creamy as well. And let's go ahead and start the application. All right, I think we're good here. I use the comb. In this case, I use the comb. You can use your hands. My hair's a little bit long, so I wanted to have a little bit more control to make it look a little cleaner. I definitely need a haircut, probably getting one this week. So let's jump right into it. Application. It's very easy, actually. I was expecting, and coincidentally, I was doing a review on the matte paste that Bonafide offers. And one of the things on there that I did mention is that it was a difficult application, which you would expect from, paste and, clays and things like that. They're a little bit more difficult. And that's one of the things that Suavecito, claimed. It makes it different is that the application is actually really easy. Now, to that point, it's actually pretty true. It does create grip about a minute or two after you've applied it. But during that minute or two, you have access to move your hair, comb it, or even run your hands through your hair without pulling hair out, right? Or having a lot of grip. Like the other product I reviewed had grip immediately. And of course, this is not a comparison video by any means, but I just did want to bring that up that I want to notice how easy it is to apply without actually trying coincidentally similar product. Anyways, let's jump onto hold. The hold is somewhat of I guess it's tough to consider it a medium, even though it is a medium hold, because it's not necessarily like it doesn't necessarily mean it doesn't move. It does move, however, at the same time, it does stay in place. I know it doesn't make sense, but I'll explain that a little bit more later on. Now, the weight, I'd say that's considered light, just like any other Suavecito product. We wouldn't expect anything different. The scent, actually, it's the same lavender scent the first Premium Blends product had, which I do like. It is a little bit different, not in a bad way. That lavender tone to it, it does add some fresh and cleanliness to it. So I'd say an 8. Shine, well, because this product allows you to apply it without actually having to have water in your hands, it's a lot easier to get that matte look if that's what you're going for. So overall, what are my thoughts on all this? Do I approve of it? Do I recommend it? If you watch my previous videos, I do mention how, my preference in pomades and in hair product in general is always a little bit more of a shine to it. I always like that Don Draper vibe, that's kind of just my personal preference. Now, having said that, I'm not a huge fan of these matte products in general. However, the last couple that I've reviewed, I've actually been somewhat of a fan of. They do have enough hold to give me a decent clean look without just looking like I got out of bed. right? Because that's overall what you're looking for. And I talked about that on my previous video. I also put a link onto that to Bonafide's matte paste. You basically are aiming for a I just got out of bed look, but that looks nice. but your hair's actually styled. That's kind of what I meant by the hold being medium, but not medium at the same time, because that's pretty much what it's giving you. You know, when you get out of bed and your hair's in a certain way, messy, and you just try to fix it, it goes back to that messy or that, you know, kind of whatever part was sticking out, it goes back to that. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's a hold to it. It just means that your hair's naturally, in a way, shaped that way. And that's basically what these products give you, is that my hair looks like it's styled, yet it doesn't really have a, you know, a firm hold where my hair will stay in place, but it's not necessarily like I have a really hard pomade. It almost feels like I have nothing on my hair at all. You know, it basically goes back down to that original style I created while applying the pomade. Give it the daily driver or daily use pomade. Since it's so easy to use, so convenient, and it's easy to apply, you get a lot of control from it. That's something that you might like, and that might be your thing. So at least I wanted to give you the information on here, because if that's the type of hairstyle, that's the type of product that you're looking for, then this might be a great purchase. You know, also the value compared to a lot of salon products, for 14 bucks that it cost, it's pretty good. As well as if you purchase like 20 some dollars worth of product, they'll give you free shipping in the US. So for my personal use, I'd give it more of a Sunday pomade use. And what I mean by that is that I would use it for, I got some errands to do, I'm gonna be at home, but I just don't want my hair to frizz up, throw up, or be all over my face, just like you saw at the beginning of the video, where my hair just kind of sits all over the place. Or also in my case, since I do try a lot of different products, I try to keep my pomades, my daily use pomades, as light as possible. So overall, those are my thoughts on it. To answer the question I asked at the beginning of the video, I asked if this was what I was expecting from Suavecito, if this is the next thing that I was longing for, that they left me wanting for. And I would have to unfortunately say no. This is a great product nonetheless. What I actually expect from them, in the sense that something that I would get really excited about, is pretty much their first product in the premium blends line, where it does give you that high shine, a lot of convenience, but just like 3 times the hold. Bottom line, what I'm saying is, if they offer a firme version of their first premium of the premium blends, that would be everything. I don't know if you guys agree with me on that. Those are my thoughts. Thanks again for watching, guys, and all the great positive feedback I've been getting from you guys. Continue to subscribe. I'll continue to bring them some good reviews, and I still have some products from the Bonafide line that I'll still be reviewing, so definitely keep an eye out for those videos if you're interested in those. And I'm also going to be doing another drugstore pomade review very soon. Have you tried either of these products yet? And if so, let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments. And again, my name is George. We'll see you next time. Okay, so this has to be the most satisfying thing in the world. So when you use the product, blah, blah, you know, you use your product, then you see there's the main label. You close it, boom, there is the label, and it matches with that. Just OCD perfection. It's just the most satisfying thing in the world right there. I'm an idiot. Sorry, guys.